What's up, y'all? We back with another video.
When dumb cops make mistakes, the consequences can be fatal. When dumb cops make mistakes, the consequences can be fatal.
Never touch me again, sir. Get the f*** off.
We're about to take a look at 4 cops who messed up so bad they ruined their own career in minutes. There are several ways that cops deal with people who are drunk, and often they can turn a bad situation around with good policing and the right attitude. But it seems that this cop forgot all of his training except for one specific.
You can, but I've just seen. I've been in a situation, man, where no matter how respectful and nice I was to the cop, he still was aggressive, holding on to his gun. And it's like, bruh, I'm trying to give you the joint. It was maybe something about that big inside the door, in a cup full of like Rello guts. He found my pack. It was like an eighth, about an eighth on 420 a few years ago, about 5 years ago. And he found the eighth, but they never, and funny thing is he couldn't even open that up. He couldn't even open the pack up. He's like, what's this? I don't know. Open it up and find it out. Find out. How you open it? I don't know. Figure it out. That's not my job. Right? I was trying to give him the Cotty that was in the door. Tell me why. After I went to jail and all that, because I had a warrant at the time, whoop-de-whoop, whatever. But when I get out, man, the cup is still in the door with the Rello guts. Stuck my finger in there like that, boop, boop, and pulled out that roach and let that motherfucker and hit it as we pulling away from the jail. I was hitting that shit. Like, hey, I'm a pothead.
Sergeant Police had been with the Sunrise Police for 20 years and was about as experienced an officer as you could get, which makes his actions during an arrest in November 2021 even more confusing. When he arrived on the scene, he found his fellow cops in the middle of a struggle.
No, he doesn't want in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. All right, I'm getting in. Get your feet in.
The suspect had been arrested on Sunset Strip after being accused of punching another man, and officers are trying to get him inside the patrol car. But the suspect isn't playing ball.
So you punch somebody and you go to jail for punches?
We've created the best currency the world has ever known. Okay?
I feel like people
Sergeant Police decides his 20 years of experience is enough to allow him to push other officers aside and take.
If it's just with your fists, no bones are broken. It was a little scuffle, a little fisticuffs. Why should you go to jail for that? You know what I'm saying? They should have a duel law where you could challenge a man to a fight. Challenge him to a fight. Y'all ain't fighting to the death.
Charge.
Hey, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. You want to play games? You're playing with the wrong mother. What you got to do, man? You going to mace me? Look at me, mother.
The suspect decides to comply when the extremely aggressive officer steps in.
Right.
And you'd think that'd be where the story ends.
Nope.
But for some reason, police just gets angrier and angrier until one noble cop decides that they just can't stand by and watch any longer.
Right.
So ever get disrespectful with officers,
remove your soul from your body. He said he would off him.
Do what you got to do.
Right?
Do what you got to do.
No. Whoa, he tried to choke her.
Police had to have been having a horrible day, as it was his threats to remove the suspect's soul from his body that...
Bro, that's a felonious, that's strangulation. That is a felony. He should be charged with strangulation.
Prompted the young female officer to pull him back. This clearly angered him even further, leading to him grabbing her by the neck. This was not only illegal and a huge overreaction, but it was also terrifying for the rookie on the receiving
I
end.
feel her. Look at what? And all them men sitting there watching.
We clear? Yes, sir. And I'll see you in about 5 minutes. Can you stop pulling the handcuffs from my wrist? Holding my face like I'm running somewhere. I'm right here.
Police was eventually charged with felony battery of a police officer, which comes with a heavy punishment. Predictably, he decided to retire from the Sunrise Police in November.
What? Oh, he got to retire, so that means he got to get his money.
2022, and as of this video's upload, his case is still ongoing. This is just one of many examples of how cameras are essential to police work, but it turns out cameras are not only used to help catch criminals, but they can also be used to catch dumb cops in the act. This is the dash cam from a man in Seabrook, Texas. He has just been pulled over by a patrol car and decides to turn his own camera towards him to record the action in all its corrupt glory.
Slow down. Why do you pull me over? I'll tell you that.
Why do you pull me over?
Why can't you tell me now? Because the reason I pulled you over is you were yelling something from your car. So what? Huh?
Right?
So what? That's why you pull me over, because I'm yelling? I don't know if you're in need of help or anything. Oh,
I'm
I don't
not.
need help. Thank
Right.
you. Let me see your driver's license.
No.
I don't need help.
You might be wondering
Let me
why
see
the
your driver's license real quick. That's no
driver
reason.
is being so defensive. It all started a few seconds earlier when the driver yelled an expletive at the officer from his vehicle. Despite this not being illegal,
I could have done this to a cop, man, one time, man, but I didn't because, I was in a situation. I wasn't even trying. I wasn't trying to draw no attention at all. I ain't gonna go into that situation. But had I have acted like this, I could have been doing about 10 years about now, because all they had to do was check the car.
the officer decided to follow him, and when the driver signaled to turn, he was pulled over.
It's already cracked. I can't see that. Well, it doesn't matter. Here. I don't wish to answer questions. I did. When you demand identification, I have to display this. That's what they told me in the class. That's what the law says.
What they told
There
me
are
in the
two
class.
major
They know the
mistakes that
laws
the
better
officer
than
has
the
already
police,
made.
crazy.
Firstly, he claimed he had pulled the driver over for
And he a
shouting out
foreigner.
of his car window, but then claimed to have pulled him over to check if he was mentally okay. Most people know that free speech is protected under the First Amendment,
Right.
and passively yelling curse words is completely legal in America. But when the driver challenges this, the officer suddenly changes his story and claims he pulled him over for making the turn. The turn was perfectly legal, making this stop completely unnecessary for a totally different reason. Luckily, the driver is well aware of this and lets this dumb cop show himself up on his dash cam for the whole world to see.
Do I smell alcohol in your breath? No, you don't. How do I know? Because you can't smell my breath?
Because you can't smell my
really?
breath.
Let's see. Let me do some field sobriety. I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, where are you coming from? Huh?
He's trying
told me where I was
everything in
coming
the
from.
book to get this
Are you done
man.
with this? I'm done with that, yeah. All right, cool. Where are you coming from? I don't answer questions.
Right,
I've
that's-
already told you. Let me
It's
know
none
when
of
I'm
your
free to
business where
go.
I'm coming from. Where I'm
Also,
coming
what
from,
is your
where I'm
name?
going, it's none of
Your
your
name?
business.
Sheriff, that's your name? Sheriff? I'm not familiar with the English alphabet, sir. Okay. Can I have an incident number, please? Oh, a ticket. A ticket, okay.
Now the cop
Okay.
is playing hardball and refusing to
He
give
said,
the
"Oh, a
driver
ticket,
his
a
name.
ticket,
But once again,
okay.
this cop is completely incorrect, as Texas law requires an officer to provide their identification
This old
when
man say
asked by a
cool.
member of the public.
I
He's a rebel.
don't want you exiting the vehicle because you have a weapon in the car. Did I exit the vehicle? Did I exit the vehicle? Give you a heads up. Did I exit the vehicle? Hey, can I? You do have a dash cam, right?
You do
Very
have a
good.
dash cam, right?
You can't just pull me over because I said the police.
Right.
I hope you
Fuck the
realize
police.
That. Is that your current address?
That's funny.
Is there a question? Yes, sir. Is that your current address? Do I answer questions? Okay, I'll just assume.
Everyone who hates ads will be using this
This
Chrome
cop
extension
is a
by
douchebag,
2025.
man.
I feel like I just found a
He is
Google
a
cheat
douchebag.
code. This Chrome extension.
That's incorrect. And why would you do that? Did you read my address on the driver license? It have an apartment number on your driver's. Of course it does. Let me see. You've already seen it.
Look, he's so bad. He's trying to do everything.
Yeah, I say that I've never met anybody quite like you that would yell at an officer doing their job. But so let me understand. May I ask you a question?
You can see by the body language of the officer just how defensive he's become over having his authority challenged. He's tried every trick in the book to try and outsmart this driver, but nothing's working, leading to the worst mistake of the whole interaction.
Questions on there? There's the address.
Yeah, no, I have a question. Can you get your supervisor here, please? Is the stop over?
Stop is over. You may leave.
All right.
Please don't exit until I get out.
Well, you said the stop is over, right? Okay, I'm not getting out. I will. Okay, there is no need to draw your weapon, man. Are you drawing your weapon? I didn't get out of the car. You told me that already. A warning? For what?
That's sick. He pulled his gun out on that man. That's sick.
Failed to signal return indicator within 100 feet.
When the officer said the traffic stop was over, he also ordered the driver to stay inside his car, which he complied with.
That right there is why I tell her ass, you need to signal before you go in the turn. I know people that want to signal as they switching it into the lane. You can't signal and switch in the lane at the same time. That don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not giving the other person in the other lane enough time to, you know what I'm saying, know that you're getting over. You're supposed to signal, ride a little bit, make sure, type shit, and get over.
To wonder whether this cop can get anything right. And after this stop was over, the driver filed a complaint and is also due to file a lawsuit. If you thought...
Yeah, dude never even meant... Oh my God, did you notice that he never mentioned the lawsuit? He never said I was going to sue you, but he still filed that lawsuit. He never said, and it's crazy because a lot of the people that say, oh, you going to be sued. I'm going to sue you. You going to get sued. A lot of them from America, right? But a lot of them in poverty. It costs $2,500 to sit down with a lawyer. We don't even have $25 just on hand. You know what I'm saying? Just the most people don't have that just in their savings. So how you gonna get you a lawyer? It costs $2,500 just to sit down with one. At least $2,500 to just sit down with them and talk to them. Then you gotta pay for every time y'all have a case. Every time y'all go to court, you paying. Every court date, you gotta pay that.
Thought that cop was clueless? These next two officers are so dumb, they allow themselves to be recorded discussing how to lock up an innocent man.
I'm on the side of the road.
Is this a black?
Discussing how to lock up an innocent man.
Oh, this
I'm on the side of the road, legally parked, with a sign which is protected by the First Amendment.
When officers see a man holding up a sign on the side of the road in March of 2022, they decide to pull over and check it out. The man named Jonathan was warning drivers of the speed trap that they were about to drive past. These two officers took offense big time.
Nothing. I'm going to do it right here where I'm at. So now I have drivers coming up the speed telling me that you're jumping out in traffic. Because apparently they're erroneous. I don't give a what somebody else says. What did you witness?
Right?
Nothing of the sort. So keep your to yourself, pal.
Traffic fines make up a percentage of police department's budget, and these Delaware cops didn't want Jonathan to stand in their way of that crucial source of income. But Jonathan isn't accepting their claims that he's been walking into the road and stands his ground.
You keep saying jumping in traffic. When did you witness this offense? Don't you came to me. You came to me. You came to me. You came to me.
Just to tell me that you're jumping out in front of with the sign.
So they want to lick your boots. Let them.
Right.
Don't put your hands on me.
Tells a
But
cop
what one
that.
officer does next may have completely violated this citizen's right to express himself.
Don't put your
Anybody that's
hands
gonna
on.
stop and fucking tell the police, hey, somebody's holding up a sign letting people know that y'all are setting up a speed trap. You a buster. You a bitch. You a bitch.
Do not give me my property back. You piece of Give me my property back. You see this? You tyrant piece of what are your badge numbers?
Step back, okay?
No,
Don't walk up
no,
to me
you
like that.
stole my property.
Hold up. Wait,
You see anything in my hands?
You
stole your
piece
property?
of...
Have a nice day.
Jonathan goes on to tell the officers that he's going to be right back
He hit him
here
with
with
that-
a new
with that
sign as soon as he
upside down
can.
Spider-Man
As he
finger.
drives away, he makes an insulting hand gesture towards the cops, and of course, they pull him over for it. What happens over the course of this traffic stop is not just dumb, it's downright corrupt.
You're stopping me for constitutionally protected speech, right?
Because you had your hand out the window.
This is what I did. You got a problem with that?
Sir, listen to me. Listen to me.
No.
Hey, ego
All right, listen.
test.
Go away.
Disorderly conduct.
No, it is not.
That is disorderly
That
conduct.
is called
You are doing it
freedom
out in the
of
public.
speech.
If you are out in the public,
no.
you are out in the public and people see you.
No, it is
No,
not.
it's not.
Here's what's going to happen.
No,
License, please.
no.
Here's what's going to happen.
I want your supervisor, please.
And
Hold
they just
on,
opened
before
this
you
door,
pay for
too.
yet another app to manage your team, let me introduce you to Connect Team, the
Hey,
one
buddy.
platform that replaces.
I am the supervisor. I am the supervisor. And that's why I'm here.
Well,
Both officers seem to be stumbling over exactly what they have pulled them over for, and it's honestly starting to look embarrassing at this point.
And I'm going to take you to court.
Well, here's what I'm saying. Take it to court. That's what I want you to do. That's what I want you. I want you to take it to court.
But before we go any farther, you're pulling me over for what?
Because you had your conduct. You had your finger out.
Disorderly conduct,
Now,
what?
here's what's about to happen. You're about to be arrested again for resisting arrest.
No, I'm not resisting
Yes,
anything.
well, yeah.
No.
Right now you're being detained.
For what?
You're being
I
detained.
told you why I stopped you already, sir.
For putting my middle finger up. That's
Yeah,
correct?
no,
Correct.
no, exactly.
Correct.
Right.
You extended your arm out the window.
No, I
crazy.
had my middle finger out the window.
Okay, let me get your ID.
You had your middle finger out the window.
It appears the officers are trying to arrest him on any charges they can, and when that doesn't work, they resort to dirty tricks.
my question, we will take your kid. How the hell you going to take his kid? Now, how the hell, when they walked up to the door, you should have pressed that lock button.
So the next thing to do, we're going to take you in.
They shouldn't
We're
have
going
been
to
able
tow
to
the
just open his
car.
door
We'll
like
call
that.
social services for the kid.
Oh, so
And
now
we'll
you're
go-
threatening. Now you're threatening my
I'm telling
child.
you, it's not a
He's telling
threat.
you what's
It's
gonna
a
happen.
promise.
You're threatening my child now.
I'm telling you what's going to happen.
You heard the officer right. He's just threatened to get social services involved and have Jonathan's child taken away from him. But what makes this case even more shocking is the fact that these two cops planned to lock him up, whatever it took, and it was all recorded on their own dash cam.
I'm telling you, if you put your arm out the road, your hand out the road, and you're like, with a middle finger, you could, that's like a, isn't that? I'm pretty sure. You sure about that? Middle finger. Okay. As you drive by, like, oh, game on.
Oh, because he put up the middle finger. Oh, okay, game on.
middle finger.
Gave you the middle finger, and you like, I'm gonna give you a ticket. See, look at that.
But it's just
They was bullying in high school.
Even after
They
they're
was-
told by
they
their
was
supervisor
bitches.
that the charges will be thrown out, they still have a grand plan to put Jonathan in
He was
handcuffs.
a dork in high school.
Stuff like that that'll fly. Unfortunately, I mean,
No girls like you. Nobody was friends
we can't
with
pull
you.
people over. We
You
can't write
wasn't
a
cool
ticket
with
for telling
nobody.
us to fuck off or giving us the middle finger and stuff like that. And, you know, that's their right to do so. But all right, I'll do some more work up on this guy, and I'll pass it on.
And then number two, we have no real basis. Yeah. So he's going to do something stupid one day where we are going to be able to lock him up for disorderly conduct and I just wish we had the witness and
It sound
even
like,
had it
yeah,
on
they
video.
plotting on
In
him
the
for
end,
real.
Jonathan filed a lawsuit against the officers, saying they violated his constitutional rights by preventing him from warning motorists about a speed trap. In September 2023, he won the case and was awarded a $50,000 settlement sum. Nobody likes bad cops, so it's even more satisfying when a good cop takes one down, which is
Well,
exactly what happened
$50,000
next.
off of that
On
shit.
January 14th, 2021, a resident of Harnett County, North Carolina, reported her
That money that they was trying to make for them traffic stops, all because of they dumbass. Now they like $50,000 in debt, at least.
dirt bike as stolen. What followed was a series of events that led to an innocent 14-year-old being treated like a dirty criminal.
They gave me a Ford and
Do me a
act
favor,
like
man. Go
that.
put your hands behind your back for me, okay?
16 days after the dirt bike was reported missing, it appeared on Facebook Marketplace. And when the owner saw this, they set up a meeting with the seller in order to catch them out. When they arrived, they were met by 14-year-old Malcolm, who did indeed have their dirt bike. They agreed to a deal and told Malcolm that they were headed out to an ATM machine to get the cash out, when in fact, they were calling 911. The problem here was Malcolm was completely innocent and had bought the dirt bike off the true criminal in good faith without realizing it was stolen. He had made a hobby of fixing up bikes and selling them on, an impressive hustle for one so young. So you can imagine his surprise when instead of finding himself in profit, he found himself in handcuffs.
Okay, what's your name? Malcolm. What's your last name? Malcolm Ziegler?
Yeah.
Okay, you got your ID on you?
No, I do not.
Okay.
But that wasn't us right. We haven't read it all this week.
Where do you stay? You stay here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't read it all today. He really just came by here.
Who's that guy? Who's that guy running down the street?
That's his friend.
Okay.
They say something up there.
Okay. Do me a favor, man. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back for me, okay?
What?
Right there.
You're in possession of a stolen motor vehicle.
What?
Diggs, you want to go and verify that for me?
What?
Do me a favor, man. Just come to my car right over here, okay?
What the? Can I get the bill of sale and show you that I bought it?
Yeah. We'll get all that taken care of, man. But what I need to do is just hang tight for me right here, okay?
The officer places him under
That's
arrest without
crazy.
verifying any of the facts.
Right?
He had no way of knowing if Malcolm was, in fact, in possession of stolen goods and spent no time attempting to hear his side of the story.
Not at all.
Well, I'm going to
Let me
work on
guess,
getting
some
you out of
white
this soon, okay?
kid
Just
said that he
keep
stole it.
cooperating with me. I appreciate it. And we'll get everything squared away.
I don't.
Okay. And sir,
I can try to find the bill of sale. I have
sir,
a lot.
and I'm not saying that you stole it. Right now, what we've got is
You are
we've got
saying he
stolen motor.
stole it. You got him in handcuffs and you got him in the back seat of your cop car. You are saying he stole it. What are you talking about? Look at his face, man. Like, bro, salty as
vehicle?
fuck right now.
We're
I'm
not
not
saying
saying
that you
it.
stole the vehicle. Okay, I'm not saying that at all. Okay.
I'd have been like, so why am I sitting in the back of your car in handcuffs looking up at you like this?
But it still is a crime to be in possession of a stolen motor vehicle.
The officer claims it is illegal to be in possession of
It's called possession of stolen property. And it does, depending on how much it is, it can be a felony. But I think this might be a felony just because it's a dirt bike. So depending on where you at, it could be like $500. If you steal $500, that's a felony theft right there. In some places, felony theft in Kentucky, $500 or more is considered a felony.
a stolen vehicle, which maybe
Work with peace of mind while receiving SSDI.
It is considered
All
a
Self-Employment Services helps you protect your SSDI benefits while you return.
be true in most cases, but not here. If a suspect willingly buys or owns an item that they know is stolen, then that is a crime. But since Malcolm was ignorant to this fact, he was totally innocent, and this arrest could prove to be extremely unlawful.
Yup.
I can show you if you can go on. You can go on my phone. I can show you exactly what I bought.
Okay.
Facts.
We met at
See, I need to get me a law book, man, because ooh.
the Lillington Presbyterian Church.
Okay.
You know what that is?
Okay.
Lillington Presbyterian Church.
Well, your dad's coming over here right now.
It was about 8:30 when we met.
Hey, how you doing, sir? Hey,
Dad, I need that
So-
bill of sale.
reason all this is going down, that vehicle's been entered as stolen at National Crime Information Center. Do you have the bill of sale by any chance, sir?
I don't know where it is. It's either in my room or in the garage.
As Malcolm's father tries to find proof his son bought the bike legally, two other responding officers begin to voice their concerns over what is happening in front of their very eyes.
Is he detained or 1095?
From what I heard, 1095, and that was before I even verified the VIN.
Okay.
But
the first thing I asked.
that's
What
what
is a
I'm now
1095
not 100% certain,
police
but
code?
I believe I heard essentially 1095 before.
All right, so it said 1095 means officer's residence. Related codes. What? They ain't telling me nothing. Bitch. You ain't giving me no info. What's a 1095 in police code? It says it typically refers to a prisoner or subject being in custody or a grass or trash fire. What? In essence, if you hear 1095 on the all right, boom, 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 or anywhere else, it likely signifies that someone has been apprehended, or there's a fire involving vegetation or trash. What? What?
Before I was even able to verify the van.
Eventually, one of them decides to intervene.
Hey, he's detained right now because he's 14.
He's 14.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you
So I
can't
already
even.
explained to him he's detained right now. I told him that.
He can't even be right. If he's 14, he can't even be in them cuffs. Ooh.
Because that's a stolen motor
Ooh,
vehicle.
he's a minor.
Okay.
He's a minor.
So,
I mean, did
And
you
you didn't get
verify
the
the VIN
parents. You
number,
didn't
right?
talk to the parents either.
did you?
Before you did
Is
it.
that before all that you verified before you?
I detained him and then we
That's why I
verified.
asked if he was 1095 or detained.
He's detained.
Okay. So, obviously it's a juvenile, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no sense having him sit in the car tent with handcuffs on. Where
Okay.
you ain't. If he was 18, and you might be taking him to jail for possession of stolen property,
All right.
different. But you ain't gonna take him to jail, right? It's gonna be a petition.
The officer clearly knows what he's talking about when he explains the difference between detaining an adult and a child. And after urging his fellow officer to reconsider his position, the arresting cop finally comes to his senses. After finally being released, Malcolm found the receipt for the dirt bike and no further action was taken. But his family later released a press conference where they asked for police reform in the wake of another juvenile suffering mistreatment at the hands of law enforcement. If you enjoy true crime videos like this, make sure.
Yep. Definitely. I hope they sued their ass too. For sure. Let me know what y'all think about the video down in the comments below. Like and subscribe.